Hello Libra, welcome to your weekly reading for September 11th to the 17th. This is for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, and if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Libra, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Libra, hey, here we are, the big week of the new moon in Virgo. Now, listen, Libras, I know y'all have been going through a lot, okay? We had those nodal shifts in your sign, you know, the South Node going into your sign 2 months ago. We have Mercury that's been retrograde, and it's still retrograde, okay, in your sign, right, for the first half of the week. I'm sorry, not in your sign, but in Virgo, in your 12th house, okay? So the 12th house is the subconscious, it's intuition, it's dreams, but it's also a place of, you know, facing your fears. It's a place of, you know, even self-sabotage. There's a lot that goes on up there, all right? And then also Mars is blazing through your sign. I talk a lot more about this in my September forecast, so feel free to, you know, check that out if you haven't already, because I go into a lot more detail. And I don't want to do that this time around because I don't want to repeat a lot of the things that a lot of y'all have already heard. I am going to focus on what's happening for you this amazing new moon in Virgo, okay? So this weekend, I want you to look forward to it, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all right? Because the new moon in Virgo is going to happen on Thursday. Like I said in your last reading, Uranus is very harmonious. Uranus, the planet of breakthroughs, of innovation, of surprises, right? It is very harmonious with this new moon, and Pluto is also very harmonious as well. Yeah, Pluto is on his best behavior. Can you believe it? So I really love that. I love all that activity that's happening. And then also the day after, the sun is trining Uranus. So this really amplifies what's going to happen around this new moon. Remember, Uranus, what did I say? Planet of surprises, the unexpected, trining the sun. Come on, Libra, that's a big thing. That's a big thing. So you can expect a lot of surprising news around this time, okay? You can have a lot of surprising moments. It's also a good time to just step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Do some things that you've never done before. Be very curious, take risks, do something new, okay? Do something new. You know, Saturn is in Pisces and will be for the next few years in your 6th house. So if you are, even if you're not here for health, or if you are here for health matters, do something with your body. I want you to feel alive this week, okay? I want you to feel alive this week because there might be a lot happening up here, and I want you to bring it all together, okay? Mind, body, spirit. I want you to bring it all together. So on the 16th, Venus is squaring Jupiter. We've had a couple of these, okay? These are those breakthrough moments. These are those moments that are asking you, what is going to bring me pleasure? What's going to really take me to that, you know, down the path to path to of enlightenment, okay? And Venus, your ruling planet, has gone direct, okay? So this is really great. And then Mercury's going direct on Friday as well. So all the planets are starting to, you know, the inner planets, right? So by the end of this weekend, they'll all be direct, which is great, all right? So I really love this for you. Now, remember that I said that new moon in Virgo, there's a lot of great aspects happening around it with Venus, Uranus, and Jupiter. Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus, which is also ruled by Venus, and this happens to be in your 8th house, okay? So transformations, okay? Death and rebirth. 8th house also rules a lot of other things. One big thing that it is coming up that has been happening that may resonate for you, for a lot of y'all in some degree, is your partner's resources or your partner's income. There could be news around that, or partners and relationships, one-on-one relationships. So it could be career. Yep, it could be career. It could be business. It could be enterprise. Or it could be love. It could be romance, all right? Remember, Mars is in your sign. You are the native ruler of the 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So there's going to be a lot of activity around that now as well. Remember, you know, I don't want to spoil, if you haven't seen your September forecast, Partnerships and relationships was a really big thing for you. And don't forget, with the North Node, your destiny, your true calling, moving into Aries, your seventh house of partnerships and relationships for the next year, or about a year and a half at this point. But let's go ahead and get started. Libra, let's see what's going on for you for this week, for September 11th to the 17th. Again, this is for Libra Sun and Libra Rising. If you're new to my channel, or if feel free to read for your moon and your Venus, all those other placements. You are absolutely welcome to. I would recommend both actually this week, because of the new moon in Virgo, and because Venus is your ruling planet, and because Venus has woken up and Venus is very active this week. And finally, you're going to just feel a lot of that. You are, one other thing that's coming through, y'all are in a place where this week you may you may feel a lot more social. You may be in a place where you may be wanting to get together with a lot of people, and maybe even join some organizations or groups or something. Keep that in mind. That could be part of this new moon in Virgo that's happening for y'all. But in any case, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Libra, for September 11th to the 17th. Okay, so, and also for this reading, because it is a new moon in Virgo, I will be pulling a lot more clarifiers than normal. All right, so let's get started. You'll see my dog has joined me, by the way. My dog has joined me, and it is actually her birthday. Well, I'm doing this reading in advance, but this week is September 11th to the 17th, and her birthday is September 11th. So she decided to come say hi to y'all, and she takes up all my table space. So I'm going to push it back a little. I'm going to push the camera back a little bit so you can take a look. But Libra, wow, you know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say. You're good. You're really good. Wow, let's do this. I'm gonna push it back just a little bit. Okay. You're good, okay? And I'm not gonna, again, there's some repeating patterns here from your September forecast, so I'm not gonna, because I know a lot of y'all haven't seen it, but there you go. You got the Eight of Wands, so things are finally, it's almost like, we are in retrograde season, but like I said, all the Venus has gone direct, Mercury is going direct this week, Mars is blazing forward, so all the inner planets, even though all the outer planets are retrograde, and they're going to be waking up throughout the year, toward the end of the year, but even still, like I said, in my September forecast, even though things may feel a little slow, a little groggy, Mars is just in your sign, blazing forward. And now you see it here, the Eight of Wands, okay? So I really love this for you. There's a lot of enthusiasm with this card. There's a lot, it's like electricity, okay? So things have been moving for you, okay? And it can be something particular. It could be like a passion project. It could be something work-related. Wands do represent work and enterprise and career or whatnot. But it is, biggest energy I'm getting through is something that you really wanted is starting to land. You're getting movement and motion, and things are just like the ones here, starting to align for you. Okay, so the Eight of Wands did come up in your past. Now, it also depends on what day you watch this reading, how the past resonates for you, but this is in your past, and this is such a great card. It's a very optimistic card. There could be some elements of travel as well. Some of y'all could have been, you're probably coming back. A lot of y'all are maybe coming back from a trip. If you're not coming back from a trip, you could be thinking about going on a trip, but either way, I really love this for you. So it's almost like, again, quicksand energy with the retrogrades, but you are boom, boom, boom. Like you're getting through it. Okay, you're wearing quicksand-free boots. You're good. Now you have the Hierophant in the heart ears spread. Absolutely love this for you. I absolutely love it, especially because remember what I said from the very beginning. Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal, all right? And they're both very active this weekend around that new moon in Virgo. And remember, Venus, your ruling planet, is also in Taurus, and it rules Taurus as well. And so the reason I bring that up is because the Hierophant is Taurus. So when I talk about transformation, you are definitely going to feel a lot of it this week, okay? It's almost like you're going to have a lot of spiritual downloads. You're going to have a lot of like meaning of life questions. Why am I here? It's like big questions you're asking yourself. However, with the Hierophant in the heart of your spread, it's almost like you are going to have all the answers, okay? If not, go really deep to have those answers, because the Hierophant is someone who is, again, very influential. He is the connector between the divine and our physical reality. It is the high priest here, right? The Greek priest. And in fact, if you want to, very spiritual energy here. And so if you want to break it down to its etymological root, if we go way back, okay? Hero, from eros, okay? Sacred, holy, font, feinen, to reveal, to display. And so he's got the keys. And he's standing between the two columns that are gray in tarot wisdom. Who else wears a triple crown? Come on. You're good. You're absolutely good. It's almost like, when those movies like Yoda or whatever, all those wise people, it's really nice. It's just really nice energy. They have that wisdom, and it feels like you are going to have that. Okay, you're going to have that. And it's almost like a lot of y'all were it's almost like it's going to be amplified because Libras already naturally have a lot of that. Confucius, by the way, was a Libra. Did you know that? So I really like this. There's almost a sense of this transformation that you're going through, or that you seek. You're going to have, it's almost like, consider it like, a diamond, and you're chipping away at the rock around it, okay? So you're seeing a little bit more pieces of that diamond this week, all right? That inner wisdom, that knowledge. Just go deep. Have those moments. Go have those introspective moments this week. Now, you did get the 5 of Swords, okay? In your challenge area, so it seems like there's still a little bit of like, rah, 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 going on, okay? And I want you to ask yourself, if you are in a place where you are possibly worrying about your future, or maybe a little anxious about your future, or maybe like a little stressed about some situations that are happening in the moment and in the now, ask yourself, when was the last time worrying and stressing about anything did anything for me at all? When was the last time it did something positive for me, right? So your spread this week, it's asking you to go deep and to really have those moments where, if you do feel stressed, if you feel even combative, okay? Even combative, or even like reactive to things, ask yourself why. What is it that is making me stressed? Because once you identify it, then there it is, right? And then you have answers, and then you can come up with solutions on how to, squash it, right? The other thing is, you actually may be in a situation where you may not be seeing eye to eye with other people as well. I have to remind you, Mars is blazing through your sign. No one else is. Your side. Mars, the very aggressive planet, okay? While all the other planets are either sleeping or they're just really groggy, okay? So keep that in mind. And Mars, can be really challenging. This is really, again, a time for you to ask yourself, what is going to bring me pleasure? What is going to bring me happiness? What is going to bring me fun? I want you to do that, okay? And I don't want you to stress about it. I want you to do it in a way where you can envision and imagine this amazing life that you deserve, right? For your future, without having to stress about it, okay? So that is just something that's coming up that I really want you to, I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a big deal, all right? So one thing that I want you to know is that the Five of Swords is actually ruled by, it's an Aquarius card, all right? And so we know Aquarius is your fifth house, so which does rule pleasure and fun and love and romance and, even family and children, creativity, self-expression. So ask yourself where it resonates with you, all right? If you're having this internal conflict where things are, a little, could be stressful, it could be a little like aggressive, but if there is something happening in your physical reality, ask yourself, is this even worth the fight? Is this worth me like getting all roused up about? Just have that peace. Remember, from the September reading, that's the whole goal this week or this month, is to find that balance, that inner balance, okay? Also in your physical world, all right? Find that sense of peace. Now, you did get the Nine of Cups in your crown, all right? So it does look like a lot of y'all are, well, I mean, looking at your entire spread here, there could be, it's like a lot of y'all have an idea of what you want, but it's almost like it's confusing for you. You have an idea, and that's the key word. You don't exactly know yet. A lot of things are happening for you. Like I said, Uranus are very active this week, and Taurus in your eighth house of transformation, of like death and rebirth and life cycles. So you're in the middle of all these changes, or you could be going through all these changes this week where even the things that you think that you want, you may realize, I don't know if that is actually the thing that's going to bring me true happiness. If it is the thing that's going to bring you true happiness, what are the ways that you can get there closer without running into like roadblocks or whatnot, okay? Because it looks like that there may be a potential for these roadblocks, or like you're setting it up for yourself, okay? Remember what I said, with all this activity in Virgo in your 12th house, there's a lot of that self-sabotage energy. And so just be mindful about that. Like you want to be able to just go zip down the road and have no empty Coke cans to like kick over or trip over, or maybe even full Coke cans or whatever. You get what I'm saying. Now, the reason I say earlier, well, you got the Seven of Cups in the root of your spread. So I call this a card of like illusion and delusion. You can see that, sure, the man here is being presented with 7 cups. They're all very different, okay? So first things first, you have to really know what you want at this point. And that's why I'm saying with the 9 of Cups, which is the like get a wish card, and it is a card of satisfaction. With the 7 of Cups in the root of your spread, there is like a sense of like, is that the real thing? Is that what I really want? That's why you have the Hierophant in the heart of your spread. Go within. You have the answers inside you. You have the answers inside you so much. You have all this wisdom inside. You have to go really deep to tap into that. And then you won't have any questions, It's very spiritual here. And, there is a sense of like organization that he brings, and even tradition based. He's very tradition based. So it could be something like for you, that could be something that could really anchor you in the moment this week. Something that you're just so familiar with, all right? With all the retrogrades, they are a window to the past. So nostalgia does really help right now. And nostalgia is proven to improve quality of life and mental health and, every, your mindset and whatnot. And so have those moments to just really go within. But also, it's almost like a lot of y'all may want things this week. It's almost like you have these wishes, you have these hopes, you have these dreams, and you're starting to see them. Remember I said chipping away at that rock, the diamond in the center. That diamond is Venus, okay? That diamond is Venus because Venus is starting to wake up, and you're starting to feel a little bit of the powers of Venus. And Venus is in your 11th house, which is not only your social network and organizations and groups you belong to, but it's also your hopes and wishes, okay? And so have a little bit more clarity on that. It could be like a tug of war kind of week, like where you know what you want, but you don't really know how to get there, or you know what you want, but are you sure that's what you want, right? I would just around this new moon in Virgo, really spend that time to go within and set intentions, and like the kids say, manifest, and well, I guess everyone says that. But you did get the Queen of Wands in your future, so you're going to be absolutely fine. You're going to be 1,000% fine, and like I said, I am going to pull clarifiers for this week. Libra. So I guess it turns out, again, a lot of y'all are thinking about partnerships and relationships, like I said from the beginning of the reading, and as confirmed here with the Two of Cups, which okay, you know what? I'm going to have to do this here. I'm going to have to do this. If you saw your September forecast, after I do your reading, I break it down week by week, right? What card came up the second week? I mean, come on. That's Kismet. That's Kismet right there. This is destiny. You're, come on. And so you're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. Again, the bigger message is, if you're going to be in your head, and it seems like you are, there's going to be a lot of activity up here, questioning a lot of things, unroot things, okay? So you can have a clearer perspective, and so you can move forward. It's like just taking the tumbleweeds? The weeds, just the weeds out of the garden, right? And so things are a little bit cleaner. You have a better idea. But again, Queen of Wands, someone who has the power to attract whatever she wants. That's how magnetic she is. I say it all the time. You can think of anyone walking into a room. Oscar Wilde, right? Libra. He was a Libra. That's why I'm bringing him up. Ralph Lauren, Libra. Anyway, all these Libras, or anyone that's like Nicole Kidman, Rihanna, whoever, they can walk into a room, they can get whatever they want, like the Queen of Wands, okay? You even see the sunflower in her hand. It has the full powers of the sun, vitality, growth, just abundance, optimism. You even see them on her throne behind her, right? And so I absolutely love this. What's really interesting here, what is very interesting here, okay, is the fact that the Queen of Wands is Aries. Remember what I said, your North Node, when North Node moved into Aries in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So a lot of y'all will have partnerships, relationships, love on your mind. When I say partnerships and relationships, let me remind you, that is love, that is business, that is one-on-one relationships. It can be platonic. It can be like your BFF, okay? It can be, if you are in a position where you are maybe looking for work, a recruiter. Okay? So you have to ask yourself what resonates with you. But here, you have the card of, in layman's terms, it's the true love card. It's the twin flame card. It's the soulmate card. You do see the caduceus between them. It's one of the oldest alchemical symbols. It's the two serpents around the rod. And, like I said earlier, that healing energy is also really big. So, and it is the medical symbol as well, right? And health energy. So this new moon, you can set new intentions if you are focusing on health. But it really is that it's think of two becoming one. It's, if you're into yoga, you would know it's like the Kundalini, right? It's that driving life force from the base of your spine through all 7 chakras to your crown, to divinity, like the divineness, to everything. Okay, it's really like. It was Aristotle, right? 4th century BCE, who said love, which is in this card, is composed of a single soul inhabiting 2 bodies. And this is what this is. Now, if you are not here for relationships or partnerships in any sort of capacity, if this does not resonate for you, self-love, okay? A lot of self-love here. But it looks like there is what's going to happen this week. A lot of soul searching, a lot of going deep, to the point where you could be this like very influential person. Like you have this wisdom that you can spread, to the masses if necessary. All right. But with the Queen of Wands in your future, along with the Two of Cups, it looks like a lot of y'all will be entering this new partnership. Okay. One that will, basically you're sitting in this throne. All right. Especially career. Career is a big energy coming up. All right. Career is a big energy coming up. Expect that. Okay. It is, but you've got to do the work. It's not like it's going to fall in your lap. You have to, with the Hierophant, the harder your spread, definitely put that effort into it. But with it, again, this can also just be with your passions, so romance and love. You're gonna be fine. Just don't spend too much time up here, but and also just it looks like this week that you may be questioning, like, what do I want? What do I truly want? Okay, remember I did say Venus is going to square Jupiter, so it's like that breakthrough moment. What's going to make me feel free? What's going to bring me that sense of pleasure that I'm seeking? All right, so Libra, let's get to your stuff. I'm going to do a time check. Oh gosh, okay, so Libra. Thanks so much for being here. And if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. And if you're a subscriber, y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I do really appreciate it. I am very grateful. I appreciate it. And here's the thing. If you haven't already, marked in your calendar Saturday, September, or is it Saturday? Anyway, September 10th. Okay, September 10th at noon Eastern time. Okay, I've talked about this. If you're watching this video before then, mark it in your calendar because I have Susan King joining this show. She's a world-renowned intuitive. I'm excited that she's going to be. So it's going to be a live show, and she is, one of the most expert on intuition. So she is someone that travels, like Donna Karen is a client of hers of 10 years. And so she's pretty well known, and she will be on my show or my channel, and we're going to be talking about intuition. She's going to give you tips on like how to actually tap into your higher self and exercises that can help that. And she does like little mini psychic readings. So the people that are part of it, you have to be a member to be part of the live session. I encourage you to become members. It really helps me out to be able to do these videos. But if not, it's fun because afterward, I'm still going to post that session on. So I encourage you to watch that session because this is rare to have someone, to have Susan King on the show. But that's just something. And if you're watching this afterward, look for it. There's a live section in my channel box. But my goodness, Libra, you're good. You're good, okay? You're good. Let's, come on. You got the Queen of Pentacles. So, hello, you're good. The biggest message coming through, you really, 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 really just want to be able to live in the world that you envision for yourself. So, what I want you to do this week, Libra, I want you to promise me you are going to make an effort to be deeply comfortable this week, okay? If you find yourself like thinking too much, pull out. Okay, just if you feel like that you need support around you, reach out to friends. I want you to make a commitment to be deeply comfortable. All right. Here's the thing: the Queen of Pentacles, she is the richest queen, but she takes care of everyone. She has this maternal quality. It seems like that's what you want. And if I have any advice, that's what I would want you to do: is to be in a place where you don't have to stress, where you don't have to be anxious, especially when it comes to money, right? Just be, tap into your higher self. Really, really just when you have no doubts, when you have no stress, when you have no anxiety, everything is more clear and you are vibrating at a higher frequency, and it gets you closer to the things that you want. And that is your second queen, right? So the queen, you got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Now you also got the Four of Swords. What's interesting is, again, this is all about meditation. This is all about even recovery and again, it's mostly like that equilibrium, that stillness of mind. All right. So keep that in mind. All right. This came in your external factors area. So once again, this card is ruled by Libra. And so I cannot even tell you how important it is for you, especially, to have that moment to just have a clear mind this week, okay? And to really recover for anything that has been challenging. Take that time. Don't rush through anything, okay? Really have that moment of clarity that you need, especially around this new moon in Virgo, okay? And it looks like you're going to be fine. You got the Nine of Wands. This is all about resilience. It's perseverance, okay? So it's saying that, you know, even though you may be going through things or you've been going through some challenges, you're not giving up. You're not giving up. You've worked really hard to get where you're at right now. There's no sense in throwing in the white towel. There's no sense in, you know, you're good. You're fine. It's as long as you keep at it, okay? Don't give up. Don't give up. You're going to be fine. We all know 9 comes before 10. 10 is the end of the suit, okay? So you're so close to getting everything that you want, especially with the fact that you got the King of Wands and your final outcome. You got the pair. You got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Now, this is not only amazing, but absolutely amazing, actually. What's really rare about this is that it's where the cards fall, right? And so you got the Queen of Wands in your future, and she's going to be meeting up with the King of Wands in your final outcome. And so the King of Wands, the difference between the kings and the queens, the kings, their powers, their energies are more external than the queens. And so there's their balance there. This is like double the power as well in terms of your passions, your ideas, your creative vision, your creativity. Also, work. Again, remember, work is a big thing, okay? Enterprise, career, if you're an entrepreneur, your business. I mean, this is a big thing, okay? This is an absolutely big thing. King of Wands is Leo. Now, we know Venus is in Leo. Venus, your ruling planet, is in Leo. Again, King of Wands is the most like fun king. And so again, there's that social aspect to it. Like you like being in this element and feeling a little bit more social toward the end of the week, especially toward the end of the week. But with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, you can be expecting to sit in that throne, really have this transformative moment, but also this powerful moment. I mean, the King of Wands this is a very transformative card. It is wands, right? Wands are fire. You do see the salamander at his foot, like on the throne there, right? Even all over his cape, and half of them are in the symbol of the Ouroboros, okay? Eating their own tail, which is, you know, a symbol of change, okay? Life cycles. Like it's very transformative, okay? Again, and he's also like entrepreneurial energy, so there's a lot of work stuff here. There's a lot of like, you're moving into a really, really powerful position, okay? Do not forget you have the Hierophant and the heart ears spread. And then with the Two of Cups in your future, a lot of y'all, it will resonate. The partnership that you want, you're going to get, okay? You just have to do that inward deep diving, that soul searching, and you'll be fine. I mean, come on, look at this. Clarified, you got the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So it is clear as day here that a lot of y'all are moving into new jobs, new positions, new roles, or wanting it now, okay? Really moving into a place where, again, being a little bit more social. The Three of Pentacles is all about, you know, teamwork, making the dream work. In order to make the teamwork work, you got to bond. All right? So that's really great, but it's also the beginning of new things. It's the birth of new things, new projects you may be working on, new passion projects, even things that are going to monetize. And then you've got the Page of Swords at the end of it, okay? So it seems like there is, again, the Page of Swords is, out of all the pages, he is just so ready to go, right? ready to go. It's what I really love about him. He has that enthusiasm. Now, remember, we started off with the 801s, which has a lot of enthusiasm with this, everything aligning for you, and we're ending with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, by the way, the biggest messenger out of the pages. Pages are messengers, and swords are the mental suit, the air suit, so communication and logic. So there is possibly a message that will be coming through as well, but it really is just you beginning this new, almost like you being in this headspace where you're excited to be in finally. Like you have a great reading, you have a great spread. And again, Kismet, Kismet, Kismet. I got Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. You got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. You're good. You're fine. Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to hear from you. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I will see you next week. Next week, we talk about, we have our... next week is big. Next week is big. So I'll see you next week to talk about what's happening next week. We have a powerful placement, but don't forget, new moon in Virgo this week. Manifest, okay? As the kids say, plant seeds, okay? Plant seeds. Make things happen. It looks like you want to. All right, Libra, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.